Hello everyone, it's NotaNoobPat, and welcome to Perk Review. Today we're taking a look at the level 40 Billy perk, Tinkerer. When a generator is repaired to 70%, you will receive a loud noise notification and you are granted the undetectable status effect for 16 seconds. While undetectable, you do not have a terror radius. The pros are that this perk is great for finding survivors and knowing when a generator is about to be completed. On top of this, it allows you to travel to that generator undetectable to hopefully get a free hit in. Then, this perk has great synergy with other perks, most notably Pop Goes the Weasel. The cons are that this perk could activate at an inopportune time, meaning if you are already in a chase, you may not get that much from going undetectable. Then, if you are also in a chase, you may not have time to go over to the generator that activated this perk and get an easy hit. Then, as with all other perks that involve the undetectable status effect, it is possible that survivors could counter this perk with Spine Chill. Let's get into our video demonstration. We will start from the killer's perspective. You will see a visual indicator this perk gives you when a generator hits 70%. I will also play the audio indicator for you. You are able to track the activation of this perk by looking at the perk icon in the perk window. Now, we're also going to take a look at the survivor's perspective. As soon as the generator I'm working on hits 70%, the killer loses their red stain and their terror radius because they go undetectable from this perk. Let's get into our video examples. In these first two examples, I'm going to be using Freddy. This is one of the killers who this perk is elite with. Generally speaking, any killer who can teleport or move to a generator that activates Tinkerer will be great. This can be Freddy or Nurse who can teleport, or Billy who can zoom across the map with his chainsaw. Anyways, I approach this generator that 3 survivors have started the match on. I'm going to have this generator popped, but not before I use the undetectable status effect to grab Adam off of this gen and get a hook. In this next game, I am roaming around with Freddy until Tinkerer activates for the first time. I fake a teleport to the generator and the Dwight doesn't hear me coming due to the undetectable status effect. When I canceled the teleport, he assumed I wasn't coming, so he stuck on the generator and I get a free hit in. We play Ring Around the Rosie on this pallet and I get a down. Now, when I pick up this Dwight, I get my second Tinkerer activation. This time, I'm going to use Freddy's teleport to get to this generator, and I'm going to get another free hit in. After a short chase ensues, I get my second hit in on this Bill, and I get my second hook from this perk. In this situation, I'm faced with a tough decision. I hit both survivors who are in my general area, and then Tinkerer activates. I can either choose to continue running after this Dwight where I won't benefit much from being undetectable, or I can teleport to the gen and hope I get 2 hits in to make changing aggro worthwhile. After a bad first miss swing, you can see that this gamble pays off even if the generator ends up being completed because I'm able to hit Kate twice and get a down. I hope I've displayed how dominant this perk can be when you can get to the generator that activates this perk very quickly. In the final example, I'm going to show the strong synergy between Pop and how this perk can be very good with insta-down killers like Bubba. I abandoned the chase after getting a Tinkerer notification on the upstairs gen. Now that I'm undetectable and with my chainsaw in hand, instead of just going for a free M1 hit like with the other killers, I can insta-down with Bubba and find real value in Tinkerer. That's exactly what happens here as I go up the stairs, rev my chainsaw, and down this survivor. I eventually return after the hook and knock this generator down with Pop Goes the Weasel. This means that if survivors still pursue this generator, Tinkerer will activate again since it is under 70% now. As you are about to see, this is exactly what happens. The second floor gen activates this perk and I'm headed there again. While the survivor has learned my tricks and escaped through the window, this perk acts as a Pop Goes the Weasel generator locator. Again, I knock the generator down with Pop, and the survivors will have to activate Tinkerer yet again if they go for it. Finally, let me set the scene for you. There is 1 generator left and 2 survivors remaining, so if Tinkerer goes off, I know where the last survivor is. Fortunately, this is exactly what happens as soon as I down this survivor. Now, I can slug with confidence after knowing what general direction the other survivor will be coming from, and I spot this Nancy. After a short chase, I put this game on ice by downing the final survivor. Let's end with a survivor side example of this perk. As you saw there, I got. The killer has Tinkerer, and I was unaware of this. I'm not looking in the general direction of Bubba, and he locks me into a corner and insta-downs me. Now, if I would have had Spine Chill, I would have been able to dip and this wouldn't have happened, but I didn't, and I paid the price. Let's give this perk a grade. Tinkerer is an 8 out of 10. This perk has the potential to be rated even higher, but it is a bit killer dependent. Having an insta-down killer like Bubba or being able to teleport like Freddy can take this perk to the next level. However, the perk could only activate 5 times per match. Once per every generator completed, and then it obviously won't help you out much during the endgame. To note though, with Pop Goes the Weasel, you can extend this out. As you saw in one of the examples, I made it so one of the generators had to activate Tinkerer 3 separate times before being completed. Finally, this perk could activate and have no effect. This is either because you can't make it to the generator that activated this perk, or you are currently in a chase and the survivor is looking at you, so you aren't exactly spooking them when you go undetectable. Either way, this is a very good perk for killers, and I highly recommend using it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave it a like. If you want to check out more perk review, make sure to look for the links in the description and visit my channel to subscribe. I also stream twice a week on Twitch if you want to stop by. Take it easy.